In the last year, if you look into the videos of Nate Herc or Nick Sarai, everybody was making videos on N8N, and people wanted to learn N8N more and more. They wanted to go more in depth in N8N's nodes and structure they were making. But in 2026, everything changed because this guy, he dropped an MCP, he dropped a skill for N8N. And now you can just connect skills MCP with Cloud Code, and it can automatically go inside your N8N instances and create workflows from scratch. You just have to explain it that what type of automation you want. I have learned N8N, but I haven't gone in so much depth of nodes and structures, because right now I can just speak, I can give it a prompt, a detailed prompt that this is what I want, and the output that it's giving to me, it's working for me, it's working fine for me. So I don't need to go ahead and learn N8N from scratch. So this is a new era in 2026, and we have tools like Antigravity. We have new tools that you can use inside Visual Studio Code, Cloud Code, basically. So in today's video, I'll show you how you can use anti-gravity if you're a beginner, if you want to wipe code applications. So in front of me, if you see my screen, this is the dashboard of anti-gravity. If you don't know how to download anti-gravity, just write anti-gravity on Google, antigravity.google, and this is a website. Just download for Windows. If you're on Mac, you can download on Mac. So let's go back. So the first thing you need to do is set up a folder on your PC. So just click on open folder, and somewhere on your PC, just create a new folder. Let's create a new folder on my desktop. Let's name it for YouTube and hit enter, and just click on select folder. So this is the folder that we just opened, which I named for YouTube. Now it's asking me, do you trust this file? Yes, I do. I made this file. So let's say, yes, I trust this file, trust the authors of all files, parent for desktop. Yes, let's click this, because every time when we will be opening a folder from desktop, it will automatically trust it. So desktop is now trustworthy. So on the right side, you're seeing a chatbot, a chat model. So it's set to Claude Opus 4.6, but you can change it to Gemini 3. If you know which tool works best in designing, you can choose that tool in designing. You can choose some other tool if it's good in technical stuff like Cloud Code and stuff. On the left side, this is where our files will live, our code will live. Right now we don't have any file, so let's create a new file by clicking on this new file, or you can also right click and click on new file. Let's just write skills.md. If you don't know what md file is, you can just click on this video which I made in detail. So I'll just explain a little bit what .md file is. So .md file stands for markdown files. This is basically a file that AI knows that how the project is working, what is the structure of code, what is the requirement of the developer, etc., etc. So if you don't know what that means, I have created an in-depth video. You can just click on this card. So let's ask our AI model that, let's change this to Gemini 3 Pro High, because I want you to create me a website landing page, only landing page for my agency. So basically use any font, any colors. And I also want you to set up my skills.md file. So basically we are creating an agency landing page which will persuade the users, and they will be buying our services. Let's add 3 or 4 services. The first could be AI website, second could be AI automation, third could be AI custom automations, the fourth could be AI chatbots. Yep. So these are 4 services. Our goal is to persuade the user who will come on our website that this is what we do and we're really good at what we do. So just create me a landing page, but let's start with a markdown file. First create a markdown file, then we will proceed with this. And we have a voice recorded. Let's click on enter. So it's now generating our skills.md file. N8N is not completely outdated. Like, I have been using N8N in my web apps, and N8N is something very useful for automations. The shift is that we now have these new tools which we can use to create more advanced apps. We can integrate N8N inside these applications. Okay, so it has set up a markdown file. Let's click on accept. And the second file it has made for me is implementation plan. Let's click on this. So this is basically the plan of our website. Let's read this. I will create a high-end premium landing page for your AI agency. The design will focus on wowing the user with modern aesthetics, including dark mode, okay, glass morphin, I don't know what that means, dynamic animations. Okay, so front end HTML, then we have CSS. This is the headline call to action. So it has basically created a plan and it's asking us for permission, for approval. So verification plan, verification inspection, open index.html. Okay, so everything looks fine to me. Let's just click on proceed and we will approve this plan. Let's click on accept all because it has made some changes. Okay, it has also made a checklist for itself. The first thing it did was create a skills.md file. Second thing was create implementation plan for the landing page, and now it's creating it's writing code. So verify the landing page. Let's see what it does now. So if you're already using Lovable or Replit or some other tools which are making web apps, those are actually good tools. I'm not saying those are a bad tool, but if you want to go more in depth into web app development using vibe coding, you need to use this method. So anti-gravity is basically for someone who is like into vibe coding, and you can also run more agents at once. I'll show you how you can do that, but let's see what it's doing. Okay, so I think it has written all the files. No, it's still generating. So let's say we have a new idea and we want to start making changes on that idea as well. Just click on open agent manager and you can ask it in parallel that this is what I want. So I will say that I also want you to create a chatbot that will reply to our customers. So start working on that as well. Let's click enter, and it's working on this prompt as well. With this prompt, it has done the website. Let's click on accept all. If you want to look the code, you can just click on this file. Okay, script.js. Okay, just hit on accept all, and the website has been made. But we want to see our web app live. So you could either go and give it a command. Just by dragging this upward, you can give it a command. It's something like npm run dev, or because we're vibe coders, let's ask it make it locally live so I can see it. Okay, so let's just send. These are the changes that we just asked our open agent manager. So what open manager does is, if you want to make multiple changes, for example, I wanted to add a chatbot, I also wanted to make a landing page, so it will do it in parallel. Like this is working for this plan, this is working for this plan, and everything will be done and put into one code when all of it is done. So it has given me an implementation plan. But first, let's see our website. Let's click on run. It's asking us for a permission. Let's click on run, and it might ask you for permissions. Just click on accept. Just read once that what is it that it's asking you to do. So this is basically anti-gravity and it's not difficult, right? So these are files on the left side, and if you click on any file, this is the code that you'll be seeing. So this is a markdown file. It doesn't have any code. These are just instructions that our AI models will have. Before proceeding anything, our AI will go ahead and look into markdown files at what is it that this developer wants from us. So if I click on some coding files, this will show me codes, fonts, and all of this stuff. You might not understand this, but you can also go ahead and make changes. Okay, so it has made all of the changes and it has also given me this link. Just click on this link and it will. Okay, so this is the website that it made for me. And as you all know, I didn't give it a name. I didn't give it fonts to use. I didn't give it any color scheme. So this is basically doing the job of designer and a developer as well. So if I scroll down, I'll be seeing this, our expertise. Let me reload this again and let's see these animations it has done for us. Okay, so let's scroll down and we have four services, AI website, and we have these cool animations. So this is how fast these IDE can create applications for you. Why choose Next AI? Okay, it has written all of it. I don't know what this circle represents, but you can, of course, go ahead and make changes to these stuff. We have a very cool animated contact us section. We have get started. So this is basically a one prompt web app that it has created for us. You can, of course, go in depth and ask it to do more stuff. So you guys can go ahead and play around with these AI models. um, One thing to keep in mind is this is not free, like you're gonna use it forever. It has some limit for 1 day, I think. But if you want to upgrade your plan, you can just go into their website, click on view plans, and upgrade your plan to have more usage. Okay, so these were some of the basic things that if you learn, you can just create applications on Antigravity, which actually gives you more control of web apps and web applications. So the point of this video was that last year, if you think that which tool was popping, it was N8N, it was make.com, and people were making automations, and a lot of people made so much money by creating content, by maybe selling automations. And this year we have a new shift in these AI tools. We have Anti-Gravity, we have Cloud Code, and Cloud Code can basically do anything on your PC, or if you have these kind of files and applications. If you want to learn more about how to create these applications from scratch, how to deploy these applications, how to deploy these applications on your custom domains, I have already made videos on my channel. You can go ahead and watch those and create these kind of cool web apps. So this was it for this video. Make sure to subscribe the channel. See you in the next one.